Greetings, you all, and welcome back to Let's Play Record of Lodoss War, Deedlit in Wonder Labyrinth. Let us continue. There's a pattern every time I step into this room. How do we want to approach this? What magic do we have? What is my most... I think Dryad is my most multi-purpose magic. How does Dryad do? Sort of 1/3 kills him. That's pretty good. Okay, I can't jump up here. Maybe this will let me avoid some enemies. Nearly. Nearly. The idea was there. Now I'm screwed. It seems that's the only way. And that the enemies are more of a punishment if you fail the jump. Now the enemies are going to make this substantially more difficult. It otherwise would. Hey, it's a shade. Seems I went the correct direction first. Spare only the most elite what now? I'm not an outlaw, am I? Maybe I am. I don't know if I like the attacking arc of this weapon. Just get out! Slide to victory! Some of that. Okay, where's my nearest resting place? It's miles away. Alright. It seems we went the correct direction, though. So that's nice. How about thee? That last jump is particularly difficult. Do you mind? I'm trying to flee. Thank you. I appreciate the help. I hope this game isn't tracking deaths. I think this is all fine until this final jump here, which is actually difficult. And then when I fall down, I die because I haven't prepped this area at all. Ooh, impaled by an extendable tail. Not a good way to go. But I made that jump once, so I can make it again. It also seems to be the only way to actually get past it. So. That's a much easier way of doing it. Just fall and then double jump. Take that shade. I just hit him so that he's aware I can see him and I know exactly where he is. This is the Cyan Gate. Alright. Take that! Invulnerability slide. Nothing ever gives me a break in this place. And now the monsters are healed. It's remarkably difficult to kill anything. And I have to fight this close to the door. What even hit me? Oh, there's a... stealth stalker. Actually caught me off guard. Ow. Why is everything so aggressive? Didn't I find out I could camp here? There we go. Desperado has good horizontal range. In fact, its range is clearly further than the sprite depicts. Okay, I found your weakness at least. I hate these shades with a passion! We're gonna take a breather. We're gonna disconnect our controller. I'm relaxing way too much. Come back to me. Thank you. I'll tell you what happened there. When I said I'm going to take a breather, I span my chair around. And in doing so, I got the wire entangled and it slightly pulled it out of the USB socket. I've done it again! Work with me now. You're an irritating so-and-so, Death. I would have thought he'd have more courage than to hide off-screen. And you got for me a door I can open. Behold. What is wrong with this meat? No one wants to eat this. Gonna finish my exploration of this area. I'm glad I did. What do you have for me, my good man? This is your last chance to impress me. Emperor has served me not that well, actually. But his time has passed. I'm not selling my mallet. Bow of Life was bitterly disappointing. Homing bow is still quite useful. Dark bow, I guess, is finished with now. Right, what do you got? Impress me, man, impress me. I could buy items to help me, but I've not done it up to this point. Still just dragon down here. I don't think dragon's that great. Chainsaw sounds fun, but go on then, give me the chainsaw. I'm fairly sure it's worse than Desperado, but look at that! It's like a replacement for Heritage. I'm sure it's somewhat disrespectful to kill this boss using a chainsaw, but nevertheless, we're going for it. This feels kind of final bossy to me. But going back to the waypoint is miles back. So I'm not going to do it. As much as I'd like to explore some of the other areas. We'll just hope this is a boss and then there's a save and a waypoint and then the final boss is further up the hall. Carla, I haven't seen you for ages, but I still know that I hate you. Final test, you say? That doesn't sound like an end boss at all, actually. Hey, it's a fish. I remember you. How you doing, mate? Not seen you for ages. You forgot to shoot at me. Boss gauntlet time. Alright, alright. Some power-ups. Alright, alright. What form am I in? I'm in wind form. That went remarkably well because of the backswing of the chainsaw. We probably shouldn't question whether or not a chainsaw would actually work in this situation. Because the answer is no, it wouldn't. I can't hit wind with a chainsaw, but for the purposes of the game, it's doing well. What happened to my items you were giving me? Have I got to grab them quickly? Like this? Ooh. Level 3, you say? Floating with a chainsaw is a surprisingly effective tactic against a dragon. One would never have guessed this, but here we are. Alright, out of my way, mate. I'm gonna jump into these again, even though I don't need them. God damn it, this woman's liquidifying. Not sure what branch of magic teaches you to do this. slight problem when it comes to evading that attack, given the lack of space and all. This woman's very irritating. I should probably just shoot her with the bow, because then she's less likely to run away. She runs away when I get close. You can grind XP for days here, though. Poor woman, she blew up again. Ah, Flouse. Weak to fire, slightly. Understood. And generally speaking, most humans are weak to chainsaws. Just something I've noticed in my day-to-day life. Not too often, you understand, but on occasion. Right in the feet. Ah, the exhibitionist returns. Gonna be honest, there's not much point to this boss gauntlet, because obviously I'm stronger now than I was last time when I fought all these bosses, and you're giving me a full heal in between every single boss. So, it's not like you're even wearing me down. Usually the way a boss gauntlet works is you wear me down. The challenge isn't can you beat every boss again now that you're more powerful, it's now that you're more powerful you probably think these bosses are easy, but what if you have to fight them all back to back? You've kind of removed the challenge here again. Strikes me that chainsaw would actually work fairly effectively against the dragon, all things considered. I knew it was coming. I remembered this attack pattern, but I thought I had an extra second to get out the way there. I went for the greedy extra hit. What happens if I just do this? Am I never going to get hit? This is my invulnerability slide. Okay, no, it has some openings in it. It's always the neck with you, isn't it? The same as the basilisk. Alright, keep them coming. I thought we were on good terms now. Why are you fighting me? We are now at the bosses that are reasonably late in the game, so I was about as powerful now as I was when I fought them the first time. I'm a little stronger now. Close, at least. I wouldn't say these are free wins anymore. That's some top-notch marksmanship you just saw there. The way I missed everything. Bang on. I don't need the orb. The orb restores my spirits to 3-3. And they're already at 3-3, so it does nothing for me. Why did you have to remind me of this pain? Technically, I could be a lot more efficient if I kept switching whichever element I was. But that would require me to be less lazy, and, you know, we all have our limitations. Mana restoration, if you please. Thank you, kind sir. Oh, right. Someone's spawning on top of me. Was this a good thing I did learn this guy's pattern in the end, then? I actually broke out of that in time. Wasn't aware that was possible. Makes that attack substantially less frightening. Although it's more taxing on my fingers now, because I have to mash like a lunatic. I'm finding the bow more and more useful. Honestly, the bow feels better than the sword most of the time. Not sure where you're aiming, Dryad, but, you know, points for trying. Reiterate what I say about the bow as I half kill the boss, without even moving. I do run out of mana eventually, of course. Somewhat of a problem. I'm gonna go stand on the flames for a second, get some mana back. Alright, then what awaits me now? You want another match, Carla? No, apparently not. Suitably impressed she is. This is what we were looking for. Well, stands to reason. If that was the boss gauntlet, then there's only one more boss fight remaining in the game, and that's going to be the final boss. Which means I'm going to take the detour to go exploring. We want to be prepared for it, after all. Where can we go? We can go to the bottom right. For a teal door. There's a purple door basically where I am. Let's do that one first. I'm not sure why I just tried to teleport to my own location. It's a strange thing to do. This is kind of strange doing this backwards, I must admit. But we can make it work. Another throwing weapon. I believe I've already made my point about throwing weapons. I'm not going to change my playstyle at this point. This late on in the day. It's not wise. God damn it. I should be able to get back up there if I do it right. Not exactly an easy shot, though. I wonder if I can land on that tiny little platform. Screw it, we'll go around. Right and then upright for a waypoint. I wanted to do a fancy little trick, but it was denied. That was quite stylish, though. Right. Off to this teal door down here. Is there anything else on the whole map that we desperately want to look at? I mean, we could try and explore these tiny little rooms, like this one underneath here. Obviously contains a secret of some kind. But I mean, that is tempting. There's not that many of them. Maybe we could go full exploratory mode. Let's start with what we can see, though. And it's left I go? Yes. Another sign that we're getting towards the end is that we now have every key, as far as I can tell. I don't see any doors that I can't open. You can't guard forever. Well, that's not nice, but I can do it. I'm not convinced the Earth has been destroyed. So that description isn't quite adding up there. I guess I'll use it just because it's new, but I don't think it's as good. Truth be told, I prefer the original bow. But you know, the completionist in me wanted to go and get it. I always forget that the Ascension does damage. Also, this does damage. Those little spirals of flames. As I kill a spirit. That I didn't even see. Yes, I do forget that some of these things do damage. It's just way too risky to use them offensively like that. Alright, do we want to go secret hunting? Let's go secret hunting. Just for a tiny bit. Tiny little hunt. So there's a room below me that is possible to enter. No, it's not here. Which means we either go in from this side. I will test as thoroughly as I can, like this. Or we go in from below. Or we go in from the right. I refuse to believe there's nothing here. Yep. Oh, I'm sure this is going to be particularly useful as a weapon at this point in the game. I was hoping it was going to be HP up. Or MP up. I'm not greedy. I'm not greedy. Apparently I'm farming some levels. Okay, where's the next stop? Well, obviously there's a massive section in the middle that I'd like to explore a little bit. I'll start with this area in the purple zone. Honestly, I think I can see where this is. I think it's going to be left, up, left. So we go left, we go up, and then we go here. Yep. This one was pretty clearly telegraphed, I'd say. Lawless. And then, as we predicted, the tunnel was actually an exit rather than an entrance. It pushed me substantially further away from the waypoint, so I shouldn't have done it. I should have walked around and gone backwards. I'm miles away. Oh, damn it. Now, obviously, I'm not going to find every secret in the game, because we're playing blind. I'm not going to look anything up. Well, that's a lie. When the game's over, I will have a look and see what I missed. But, you know, I'll do that off camera. My own interest. I do remember seeing some suspicious recesses, and I think another one of those big gemstone things that could fall with the green keys. I think there was another one that I saw earlier. I can't remember where it is, so I'm not going to go look for it. Unless it happens to be one of the areas that's a big gap on the map. That's that one done. I understand there may be a gap bottom right-ish, but that's... I mean, it's debatable. I don't think this place is a perfect square or anything. I think there's going to be little outcroppings, and I think the water chamber with the crocodile bottom right might be one of those. But instead we're going to go for this place here, so it's either... below me. Below me now. This is a very, very suspicious room. I guess there was some plot here earlier. To the left. Above. It would be kind of mean to put it in the ceiling, but, you know, maybe. In that case, it should be here and on the right, and if it's not, I don't actually know how to do this one. Perfect. What a puzzle. How pretty. And I got an achievement, so I assume that means I obtained every magic, which makes sense, because we have only earth, let's not count that one, wind, fire, dark, wood. Is that all of them? How many were there? There was the basic 4 elements, light, dark, and wood for some reason, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Will I count? I can't count. 7, right? Only wind, fire, water, earth, light, dark, wood. Yes, 7. That would be every spell. So all that's left now is this big section in the middle and one tiny section up above. Okay. I like going exploring in Metroidvanias. It's a little awkward to go exploring too early, is the thing. Because you never know if the area you're exploring is a secret, and so you should be going around whacking walls trying to find it right now, or if it's just an area you're going to come to later. You never know. So it could be here. Interesting. Is this the whole section, or is this just part of the section? It's guarded by a troll. It's a very powerful area. Is there an entire hidden world in here? Oh, there is. So if you'd found this earlier, you could come here and you'd be faced with these 2 doors. And so every time you got a key, you could come back here and get another reward, I guess. Like a treasure trove. A dramatic reveal as well. Look at this long corridor. And then you could be disappointed that you got a throwing weapon. Damn, I missed out on disappointment. No big reveal for this one, then. I'll go to the Iron Claws very fast, but nothing else. I feel like I'm going to have to go to a shop to sell just in order to pick up more items. Seems there's a secret to the right of me that I missed. Inside the green switch door. Green door switch. Just correct that. This is the way out of here. Trolls still put up a fight. That is impressive. Ow. Where's the fastest checkpoint? Honestly, it's down, left, and then all the way right, I think. Ah, you remember when we were here. Life was so much simpler back then. This was a boss fight, right? Oh, the sea serpent. Abram, I think his name is. What a chap. Excuse me, I'm just gonna die to these puzzles. In the beginning of the game. I fell for the damn door again! Okay, now I'm banking a save, quick. Before stage 1 beats me into submission. Right, how many areas remain? There's a hole right smack bang in the middle. And there's a hole in the purple section, or possibly in the brown section, up here. Anything else? There's potential secrets all over the place on the edge, but I'm not going to worry about those. So, we want to go here, and see if we can get into this hole. Which is possibly above me now. And it actually could be, because we're at super jump territory. Or it could be over here somewhere. Very good. Short and sweet. 130, 140. Feels like I'm missing some HP and MP ups. 150, 150, I'm imagining it gets to. Which means I'm missing quite a bit. From here, just go straight left. I know the door's here. I forgot how you did this. Oh, you have to bounce it off of this, don't you? So is there a secret behind the green door then? There is not. Interesting. You wouldn't put a hole in the middle of the stage like that. Not even stage, map. Entire world. How suspicious. So that's either going to come from above or below. Getting to below is kind of awkward. And I was there not long ago, it didn't look too suspicious. I'll try going from above. I'd be surprised, though. Interesting. You can drop down through that, can't you? You can shoot through it? It's just... Yes, you can fall through platforms, but not that one. Excuse me? I can do a plunging attack with a chainsaw? Oh, that is awesome! I had no idea you could do this. This is great. I'm going to use this more often. Although it's terrible compared to this, but still. Look at that. Look at the comedy. And you can double jump whilst you're in plank position. Oh, the joys of it all. Okay, so you can't get to it from above. But once you're in, you escape from the top. Which actually suggests you get in from below. So you approach from below, you jump up. And then you can't go back downwards, so you have to escape by going even further up. That would make sense. And they couldn't have you escape through the sides, because then that would make an entrance to the side. So that does make sense. So I will give it a look. Just one look, though. This is right down, right up. I'm giving myself directions at turning points, by the way. If anyone can't figure out why I parrot to myself exactly where I need to go all the time. I find it quite difficult to read the map whilst I'm in transit. I know it's in the bottom left of the screen, I can technically access it at any time, but... Okay, I can't get into this room. I don't know how to do it. And I'm now at a point where I believe it's a teleporter. Puts me in there. Maybe you finish the final section of the game and then it teleports you into the heart of the labyrinth and that's, you know, part of the story. Maybe the final boss fight happens in that room, I don't know. And then when you've finally beaten that thing, you jump out the top and you go, ah, I'm back where I started, look. I'm guessing. Good, an imp spear. Just what I need. Should I do the final boss with an imp spear equipped? Maybe I should. Or... maybe I shouldn't. I have a feeling the final boss is coming up in the next episode. Let me get fully charged. Hopefully you'll join me for that. And I shall see you then.